Alright guys, we just got this head final washed. It's up here on our assembly bench, ready to assemble. This is one of our 5.9 liter street heads, and I'm going to show you why these heads are so awesome. So first thing, these are a hardened guide. That means these are going to last 10 times longer than the stock original guides that were in the head. And then also you can see here we have our custom plugs that we put in these heads so that you won't get any of those plugs blowing out and getting coolant in your oil, and you won't have to ever worry about that problem again. So this guide actually takes a different seal, which is actually this seal here. It's actually a Duramax seal. And as you can see, these are our stock seals compared to our seal that we put on it. And what this does is it makes your install height down way lower so that when you put a bigger cam in this engine, it gives you a lot more clearance so that you don't smash your seals. Another thing we do to these heads is we go through and port these heads through our rottler. And then also another special thing we do about it is after it's in the rottler, we take it out and we actually hand port this thing, hand blend it. And it usually takes about 8 hours a head to do all the hand blending in here. Also, as you can see here, it has our fire ring. Some people like to do O-rings, but we like the fire ring better. It's a lot better deal to be sealing that chamber off. You're not going to have any blown gaskets anymore. Okay, so these are the seats that we put in these heads, and compared to a stock seat, that is what it looks like. You can see that it's about a 1/16 of an inch bigger than the stock seat. And this seat will actually give us a lot more press so that these valve seats are not going to fall out at all. And then we go through and cut them and put a special profile on them. And then also, you can see that we have our custom seat profile that we do on here. This is our custom nitrided valve that we have for these Cummins Street heads. These are a 33 millimeter valve. For the 6.7s, we do put 36 millimeters in them. But these valves last a lot longer, they flow a lot better, and they're overall just a better valve. I have this machine here, and what is set up now is this machine is set up now so that it is at the stock cam lift of a Cummins. So that's how much this spring is going to be compressed when the cam is at full lift. And right here, I have a stock spring in my hand. And as you can see, that's about 75, 80 pounds when we're fully compressed. Now I'm going to show you our Performance 95-pound spring that we sell. And as you can see, it's usually 95 to 100 pounds. And then we also have our race spring, which is a 120-pound spring. 120, 125 pounds. So the reason that we put this performance spring in our heads is because when you get up into the higher RPMs, what you'll start doing is you'll get something called valve float, and that's when the cam is moving so fast that that valve just doesn't have enough time to close. And what these higher poundage springs are going to do is to whip that valve back closed so that you can have a sealed chamber and make more power. Yeah, that's the cool thing about our street heads, and just some cool things that we do to them to make them really perfect and as good as we can.